use hashtag Raiders to have your questions featured live on the Raiders Report. So for those of you that aren't watching this live, get with the program, hit the notification button. Dad, it's the thing that looks like the bell. It's really cool, right? So make sure you guys are subscribed to youtube.com/Raiders Report. Another easy way to get your questions featured on the show is with the Super Chats. I think that looks like the money symbol. So from Steven Rockwell, truck, nice picture. Okay, Ramsey is young and a top corner. Go get him now. So Steven Rockwell, how about this? I appreciate the Super Chat. Much love to you. Stay tuned. We're going to get into Jalen Ramsey in just a sec. All right, another Super Chat here. Could be from Richie Incognito. I'm not sure. Robert, get a picture. Fresno, I think we'll be fine. People are talking, mostly hate, but they're saying the Raiders' schedule between now and the bye should be cake. I don't know who said between the I don't think it's that easy. I think the Vikings are a good team, and we rip on the Colts for not having Andrew Luck. The Titans beat the Browns by 30 points, and then they just lost to the Colts. I think the Colts are not going to be as easy of a game as what a lot of people think. So and that's also in Indianapolis. Robert, I appreciate you. Next question, or Super Chat. Sick. We're doing great here. Birdman Group. Hate birds. The Raiders will get Ramsey. Okay, how about this, all right? This looks like it's going to be a lot of Jalen Ramsey. I'm all about it. If you guys want to get Jalen Ramsey, like this video. If you don't want the Raiders to trade for Jalen Ramsey, dislike the video. Can we do that? Can we do that? So if you want the Raiders to get Jalen Ramsey, right now we're at 170 likes with one dislike, right? There's got to be more people that want to get Ramsey. All right, now we're up to 185. So if you want the Raiders to trade for Ramsey, like this video. If you don't, dislike. Cool. We just gained about 50 likes and about like that. Like it. Cody, what's up, brother? Which wide receiver do you think we should go get? So I already did a free agent wide receivers that we could look for, but none of those names are really all that big and exciting. How about this name? All right, I'm going to throw this name out there, and I'm going to get some people to look at me funny. I've already done a video on him before. What about A.J. Green? If A.J. Green is 100% healthy, the Bengals, they're not trying to win anytime soon. Yes, I say if he's 100% healthy, but maybe the Raiders could make a big-time splash go and get A.J. Green. I don't think it's very likely. I've also seen some people. I had a guy on Twitter tell me that he wants Devontae Parker more than Jalen Ramsey. How many beers were consumed before that tweet? You guys can let me know in the comments section. Let's go to Mike. What's up, Mike? Let me get a sip of my Red Bull here. Red Bull, not a sponsor. Are the Raiders going to pick up some D-backs? At first, I read that as D-bags. Maybe some D-bags. I'm not sure. Are the Raiders going to go out and look for some extra defensive backs? I think after week 2, here's the thing, right? The Raiders, they weren't going to win the Super Bowl because you beat the Broncos, but you're also not going to, lose every single game because you lost to the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a very, very good offense. You can look at it two ways. You can look at it one way, well, we held the best offense in the entire league to 0 touchdowns, 3 quarters. You can also look at it as we gave up 278 yards, 4 touchdowns, Patrick Mahomes in the second quarter. I think the Raiders need a little bit more depth, but the Raiders also have some younger players, so the only defensive backs that I want the Raiders to go out and get right now, if you can go out and make a trade for Jamal Adams, you'll see a video soon. Or if you could go out and make a trade for Jalen Ramsey, you'll see a video real soon. Those are the only guys I want. Oh, look at that. If Jamal Adams requests a trade, would you rather get Ramsey or Jamal Adams? All right, before I give you my answer, because SBooth25, this is an amazing question, and I really appreciate it, so good job staying on the ball. Just get a picture. What would you guys want? Type R for Ramsey or type A for Adams. So I'll give some shout-outs to people here that are watching us live on the Raiders Report. So I'm seeing Adams. So Adams is a safety. Loved him coming out of LSU. Jalen Ramsey is a cornerback. So seeing some Ramsey. Adam is cheaper. He is cheaper. Seeing some R's. So we got Raider Joker. We need to stay healthy as a team. Could not agree more. So make sure you guys comment, all right? R for Ramsey or A for Adams. Now, I want to get to 25K subscribers so I can do more awesome giveaways. So Raider Nation Store, they told me once we get to 25K subscribers, they're going to go out and they're going to get tickets for you guys. So I already gave away 1 ticket to Raiders versus Broncos week 1 on Monday Night Football. I want to do more ticket giveaways. This week, I gave away 5 flags thanks to Raider Nation Store. So currently, we're at 24,528 subscribers. If this is the first time you're watching, subscribe. Click the big red button, or if you're colorblind, it could be gray. I don't know. I can see with color. Now, take that link below, youtube.com/Raiders Report, and I want you to send it to all your Raiders friends, okay? Send it to all your Raiders friends and tell them, hey, this guy, kind of a douche, but he gives away free Raiders tickets. I'm all about it. Get us to 25K subscribers. Got another question. My man, Dan. All right, first off, if anybody wants tickets, go hit up Dan Griggs on Twitter. He's got 2 tickets. His girlfriend has seen in the picture. I know it's not on here, but he DM'd me. She bought him tickets to the Raiders-Bengals game. She thought it was in Cincinnati. It's not. So he's got tickets if you guys need help. Do you think it's looking like a wide receiver and defensive back in the first round of the draft next year? I've been getting this question a lot because I saw somebody out there say that the Raiders are going to get Jerry Jeudy in the 2020 draft. I think Jerry Jeudy is hands down the best wide receiver in this year's draft, but I don't know about defensive back. I'll have to do a little bit more studying, and probably when we do some NFL talk, I'm going to bring my man What Going Downey on here. So if you guys have any draft questions, direct all your questions to What Going Downey. What? Good corner class. That's from What Going Downey. Hit him up for draft questions. All right, let's go to Mike Munoz Jr. Okay, Mitch. We still bring it in, even though hashtag Mitch. You know what? I'm all about it. With all the injuries in our division, what's our record now? I mean, technically the correct answer to this is 1-1, because that's the Raiders' record now. Yes, there is a lot of injuries in our division. I mean, Tyreek Hill, he'll be back in 4 to 6 weeks. Melvin Gordon's not playing. He's not injured, but, not playing. The Broncos themselves, they might as well just be a tired, big old injury bug. I still think the Raiders are around that 7-9, 8-8 realm right now. That schedule is super difficult, and until the Raiders show me that they can play the way that they did against the Broncos, but if they show up the way that they did in the second quarter, the Raiders are up and down, so it's a long season ahead. But look at this. We got the AFC West standings. Nice. Appreciate it, Alicia. So the Chiefs, they're 2-0. The Chargers are 1-1 after dropping one of the Lions. The Raiders are 1-1. How many wins do you guys think the Raiders are going to have this year? Let me know. We got 814 people watching us live right now on YouTube. Let me know in the comments section how many games you think the Raiders are going to win. We'll give some shout-outs here to some people on Facebook as well. Got over 70 people watching on Facebook. Nick Gaskins, see you. Alex Mendoza, Jackson Mason, and then Raul Suarez. Appreciate you guys watching us here. So, I got asked this question the other day because they were like, Mitch, what do you do after the Raiders lost to the Chiefs? This is how I deal with a Raiders loss. I tweet out my anger. I just start tweeting out. I want everyone to know how I'm feeling. And then I crush a meal. It's a cheap meal. I don't deserve it, but it's going to be a meal with a lot of fatty foods. Heck, they were giving out fried Oreos today at Chat Sports. Then I grab a drink. Normally it's beer. Today it's going to be Red Bull. But I like a beer, maybe a whiskey. A lot of good whiskeys out there. Then I watch something entertaining. I've been watching a lot of the cooking channel. I've also heard there's this show where this guy wears a suit, wears some Raider stuff. Not bad either. And then the last thing that I do is, man, I go to FanDuel. I get my money back, right? So, like, everything that I do here at Chat Sports, we invest a lot of time and money. And when the Raiders lose, it's frustrating AF. But I've recently been checking out FanDuel, and you guys need to too. All right, go to FanDuel.com/chatsports. If your team loses, it's okay. You can go bet. Like, I had OBJ and Baker Mayfield playing on Monday Night Football. Your boy won a lot of money. But here's the thing. If you want to challenge me on FanDuel, this is what I want you to do. DM me FanDuel. All right? DM me FanDuel. I'm doing a Week 3 tournament for Raiders fans only. So if you watch the show, I'm going to make you prove that you subscribe to my show. I want to do a FanDuel tournament only for Raiders fans. So you join, okay? You got to create an account at FanDuel. It's for only people that have the new account. Create a FanDuel account, and I'll add you. Can we do that? DM me FanDuel if you guys want in. All right, let's get back to some of these YouTube questions here. Blake, my man. Trade for Ramsey for the Bears first and Ryan Grant. So yeah, the Raiders have 2 first-round picks, the highest and the lowest one. We'll see who has a better record at the end of the year, the Raiders or the Bears. I'm hoping it's the Raiders, but I don't think anybody wants Ryan Grant. I know I put Ryan Grant in a trade thing yesterday, but the Jags, they've actually had some wide receivers step up for them this year, and I think if anything, the Raiders, you'll see. I have a Jalen Ramsey trade projection coming up a little bit later on the show, so everyone, just stay calm. It's all good. And to get your questions live on the air, you got to use hashtag Raiders, okay? Use hashtag Raiders. Get your questions on the show. Like Blake, we'll get some Facebook questions in as well. We got over 780 people watching us live on YouTube. If everyone subscribes, if you're a subscriber, I want you to type S And if you're a Raiders Report virgin, type V. And if you type V, subscribe. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. Let's go to Mike. Guessing Mike's not a subscriber because he didn't have a picture. All right. Now that FAB is gone, are we getting the picks back? So first off, let's type FAB in the comments section. Okay, type FAB in the comments section because seriously, FAB, no, I don't believe that the Raiders get the picks back. There's no reason why we would. So the Raiders, they lost the third and we lost the fifth. That sucks, but we also didn't have to pay him anything, which I think is a good thing. So now that he's gone, we do not get the third and the fifth round pick back. Let's go to Alex Mendoza, which I think is this. Take a screenshot of that, Alex. Do you think the Raider will keep Carr? It's a good question. Actually, my dad, after the game against the Chiefs, was like, do you think the Raiders are going to keep Carr? I do believe that the Raiders are going to keep Carr after 2019. I think if he has another bad year in 2020, you could be looking at something different. Derek did not play well this past week. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. But I also think it has a lot to do with the fact that Tyrell Williams kind of got banged up. Trent Brown got banged up. And you got to consider Josh Jacobs also wasn't fully healthy. Plus, I think John Gruden and Greg Olsen need to get a point into as well because the offense in the first quarter looked good. And then there was just no changes whatsoever. You want to be elite offense? You got to change things up, okay? Change things up a little bit here, John. Let's go to Oscar, one of my most loyal watchers. What up, brother? Any thoughts on getting Megatron? Megatron would not come to, I don't think, back into the NFL. And here's the other thing. If Megatron were to come back into the NFL, he is still technically a Lion. Okay? Still technically a Lion. So the fact that he would come back, he would still be on the Lions, and the Raiders would have to trade to go get him. Megatron's 33 years old, I believe, at this point. I made a video on the Main Chat Sports channel about players that I want to see come out of retirement. Megatron's number 1. I don't think he's coming back, though. I would love to see it, though. Would I absolutely love to see it. Let's go to Travis McNeil. Do you think that the Raiders will have a better record than the Chargers and Broncos? Chargers, I'm going to go no, because I think the Chargers are more of a complete team, even though they did just lose to the Lions, so we'll see. The Broncos, though, yeah, the Broncos do not scare me in any way, and when I was seeing people say that the Broncos are going to be better than the Raiders, I was kind of laughing at it because Joe Flacco stinks. Emmanuel Sanders is good. Their running backs there, Lindsey, Freeman, they're okay as well, but, like, come on. It's the Broncos. Get out of here. Gabe Cabrera. At this point, who is going to be the dark horse to make the biggest impact towards the end of the season? At this point, let me think. I would have said Darren Waller at the beginning of the year. Hunter Renfrow needs to step up a little bit more. Ryan Grant is not even, I think, in the realm of things right now. I'll go on defense side of the football. Darryl Worley's been playing very well. He's actually been playing the most snaps. Not really a dark horse, but a player that needs to step up is LaMarcus Joyner. We paid you a lot of money, and you got ripped apart by this Chiefs team. Ripped apart. I mean, we gave up 6 catches, 179 yards, and 2 touchdowns to Demarcus Robinson. Who the hell is Demarcus Robinson? LaMarcus Joyner's the one that needs to step up. Let's go to Jorge. Tebowing, it looks like. Will we get any compensation picks for AB? No. Does that answer your question? Guys, I get it. It sucks that we lost AB, but we also got an absolute cancer out of our locker room. We didn't lose any money whatsoever. We didn't pay him a single dime. But yes, we did lose a third and a fifth. That does suck. Let's go to Eldon, a.k.a. Turtle. Also, never ever watched Entourage. Do you think that the Raiders will push for the wild card at least? I think we'll at least be in the wild card hunt. But a lot of what the Raiders are going to be able to show, I mean, we're going to find out real quick what kind of team the Raiders are. I mean, this is a real tough game on the road in Minnesota. And then you got on the road at the Colts. Sure, you're home against the Bears, but that one's in London. Then you got to play the Packers, who look really good. Then you play the Texans, the Lions, who just beat the Chargers. Then you got to play the Chargers. Like, the Raiders' schedule is ridiculous. Plus, for those of you that don't know, or have ever experienced jet lag, it's a very real thing. The Raiders travel 40,000 miles this year. The New York Jets travel 9. That's a big difference. Let's go to Angelo Lerma. Don't think they bring up Rico Gafford. He's fast. He is fast. Now, why don't they? Sorry. It's blocked. you guys want to see Alicia, say Alicia. No, I'm kidding. Why don't they bring up Rico Gafford? He's fast. He is fast, and I think the only way that they would do it is if the injury to J.J. Nelson is significant, because J.J. Nelson is the exact thing, right? You put him on the team to stretch the field. You put him on the team to stretch the field, and if we don't have that element right now, plus Tyrell looks like he's going to be a little bit banged up, I still don't think Rico Gafford should be brought up. If anything, I think we give Keelan Doss a little bit more love. So if you guys want to see Keelan Doss on the field a little bit more, type Doss in the comment section below. Now, I gave away some Raiders flags. 5, in fact. So if you didn't see that you're already a winner, go back and check my rumors video. So if you didn't win one of the flags, go to RaiderNationStore.net. Use my promo code Mitch20 for 20% off. Or you can just DM Raider Nation Store on Instagram. They got a whole bunch of flags, pop sockets, the shirts that we wear, all thanks to Raider Nation Store. So keep getting those comments flowing in here. Use hashtag Raiders to get them featured. And then coming up here in a little bit, stay tuned. We got some Jalen Ramsey stuff coming out. Is Doss going to become a factor or no? Don't understand. So I think the biggest thing that a lot of times people get fooled with is just because a guy plays a lot in the preseason, he's playing in the preseason for a reason, right? I mean, especially this year more than any that I've ever seen. Throughout the entire NFL, this was an entire year where, like, none of the starters really played. Yes, Keelan was a very important player in the preseason. Also a player that looked great last preseason. Chris Warren, no longer with the team. I think Doss is a fun player. But also, I think Hard Knocks sold the Doss story a little bit. I shouldn't say a little bit. A lot. I do think Keelan is a talented player, but in terms of becoming a factor, if we need our 5th-string wide receiver or 6th-string wide receiver to become a factor, I think some injuries have to happen. And to be honest, I'd actually be kind of a little bit worried. Let's go to Oscar. What up, Oscar? Mitch. Do you watch our next opponents play before playing the Raiders? Vikings are any good this season? Of course I watch the games. I mean, the Vikings, week 1, they looked very, very good at home. So the Vikings, if you go back and just look at just the last 2 years, if you go back and just look at the Vikings the last 2 years, they're a much different team at home. And they looked very, very good against, Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, that Falcons offense. Plus, this past week, yes, they gave up a lot of quick points to Aaron Rodgers. But, if you watch the second half of that game, the Vikings made a lot of corrections, and the Packers only scored 21 points. The Vikings have a legit, okay, very legit defense. Also, guys, coming up this week, Raiders film study with Tom Downey. So you guys are talking about want to see some players, whatnot. I want to see in the comments section what players or plays you guys want to see on some Raiders film study. Tom's going to come on. He's going to do some film breakdown for y'all. So make sure you guys comment below which players and plays you want to see on Raiders film study. Let's go to Mark, Raider Nation. This will be the last one, and then we'll get into our next segment here. Can we pick up Jalen Ramsey without a first rounder? I'm going to say no, right? So apparently they want at least a first rounder. I saw somebody put out there that they want 2 first rounders. I don't think that's going to happen. And if I'm the Raiders, I laugh at them for wanting 2 first rounders for Jalen Ramsey. I definitely wouldn't do that. But Mark Raider Nation, he's from Germany. So how about this? Before we end this video, Mark's from Germany. I want everyone to comment what city you're watching from, because I'm always blown away. Because before I went live, I told everyone to put their area code. Raider Nation is deep, man. Raider Nation spreads wide. And I'm always blown away to see how many people watch the show. So comment below where you're watching from. You want to comment your city, area code, man, anywhere. I appreciate it. Mark, B. Gates, appreciate you. So, Jalen Ramsey trade rumors coming up right now. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.